Hello all, and welcome to Explained with Dylan. I just read an article the other day that was quite interesting. So interesting that I figured I should make an Explained with Dylan about it. But about the entire subject. I can't believe I haven't thought of it yet. Obviously you know what I'm talking about because I'm assuming you read the title before you clicked on this video. But today I am going to talk about asteroid mining. Is it really the future of mining on Earth, or technically not on Earth? Just the other day, NASA found an asteroid worth an estimated $10 quintillion in US dollars. That is a lot of money. 10 quintillion US dollars is quite a bit. Now, there is a problem with asteroid mining, which I will get to in a second. But, obviously we can see that asteroids have some very valuable metals. This asteroid, obviously, is not an exception. Many asteroids have very, very valuable metals inside of them. That, if they can be easily mined, people can make tons of money off of it, and we can get a more or less abundant supply here on Earth, because there's unlimitless asteroids with minerals and metals in the universe, and even in our solar system there are quite a few, which means that we could be fine for millions upon millions of years just by mining asteroids. Meanwhile, if we don't, despite the fact that many people do recycle, then eventually we would run out of metal on Earth. We just won't have enough someday. But asteroids, there's an unlimited supply, as I mentioned. Plus, it's better for the planet. I read another article the other day that was about the fact that there is tons of lithium in Maine. They found quite a bit. But the locals don't want to mine it because it is awful for the environment. It pollutes the water, it pollutes the air. It is awful for the environment to be mining. Which means that plenty of people are just standing up against it. They don't want mining nearby where they are. They don't want polluted air. They don't want polluted water supply. So that limits the places that we can mine. And even there, it's not always coming from the most trusted sources. Plenty of the time, the things you are using right now come from mines in places in Asia and Africa with workers that are barely being paid anything. Just sometimes it's not even enough to live off of alone. So, asteroid mining seems like a pretty good idea. But there's a problem right now. You see, despite this asteroid being worth $10 quintillion, which, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money. Technically, right now, it would cost more to get that asteroid, bring it into orbit, and mine the whole thing than you would make off of what you can extract from the asteroid. Which means, at this point in time, it's not economically justifiable to mine an asteroid, because you are going to end up losing money on the whole operation, which means it's pointless. Sure, you could make $10 quintillion, but you're losing $15 quintillion. You're probably not quite losing that much, but you would be losing money. Which means that, at this point in time, it's not worth it. But it can be eventually. They just need to develop rocket technology more and more and more. They need to standardize going to space a bit more to make it cheaper overall, which means that companies have a chance to be able to come in and go get an asteroid and make money off of it. At first, maybe they won't be making quite as much money as they would be off of Earth. But eventually, it will be enough that you'll be making tons of money off of it, because these asteroids are very, very metal rich. Obviously, I mentioned $10 quintillion. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over and over again. But that is a lot. That means someone could make a lot of money someday bringing that in, even if it costs a couple billion, even $1 trillion to get that asteroid into orbit and then mine it in orbit and bring all the materials back down to Earth. Sure, that could cost a couple $1 trillion, but you're still making quite a bit of money on this asteroid, which means that it could be way better. It's better for the planet, and it could make tons of money. As well as the fact that if we are mining asteroids, then slowly, bit by bit, then space becomes more standardized as a whole. Space exploration becomes more standardized. It makes it easier, given that there'll be more materials overall in space, more machines, more everything, that eventually, yeah, space travel could be made quite a bit easier just because of asteroid mining. So all in all, I think everyone can agree that someday asteroid mining will be by far the better option. And once we can standardize space travel a bit more, then it will be a great option. But for now, then obviously asteroid mining costs too much to go through with. But 20 years, and I think that could be starting. It's going to take way more than 20 years to get it fully standardized, could take hundreds. But it all starts with just one asteroid, and that could easily happen in the next 20 years. So stay tuned. But for now, thanks for watching.